The little girl packed leftovers into a box every day, taking food that others didn't want. People around her whispered and mocked, but she never stopped, because she had to feed her mentally ill mother. A kind cleaning lady pitied her, and always left bottles for her to collect. The sick woman instinctively saved the best food for her daughter. But one day she wandered into the street without thinking. A car suddenly turned the corner. The driver slammed the brakes, and a photo slipped from a man's hand. The woman bent down to pick it up, and felt strangely familiar as she held it tight. The girl scolded the driver for nearly hitting her mother. The driver argued she had rushed out on purpose, but the man only wanted his wife's photo back. Seeing the crazy woman clutching it tightly, he turned away in disgust, never realizing this so-called crazy woman was the very wife he had loved for years, and the girl was their biological daughter. Years ago, the pregnant woman was making soup at home when a sudden gas explosion tore through the house. The man had just reached the door when the blast sent him flying. The tragedy killed both his parents. His grieving mother blamed everything on the woman, though she was the only survivor. She found a fake corpse and claimed the woman had died in the fire. The man held the charred body and wept, believing his wife was gone. His mother raged that the woman had killed her son and refused to even allow a gravestone. So for years, the man lived with only a photo, mourning his wife, never knowing she was alive and had given birth to a kind and sensible daughter. But the woman's brain was severely damaged by smoke inhalation, leaving her unable to care for herself. Mother and daughter survived only by collecting scraps and depending on occasional kindness. Perhaps it was fate that finally brought them face to face again, only for them to miss each other once more. The man looked at the damaged photo with heartache and couldn't help blaming the mother and daughter a little more. He then left with the picture in hand, but suddenly the girl collapsed on the ground, coughing up blood. The kind cleaning lady rushed her to the hospital. The diagnosis was shocking. The girl had a severe blood disease, and only her father's bone marrow could save her. But the girl wasn't afraid of death. Her only worry was her mother, how she would live without her. She had never known her father's identity, nor dared to hope someone might save her. Wanting to leave her mother some money, she held up a sign trying to sell herself. At that moment, a giant screen in the mall played a video of the man. The woman recognized the familiar figure and finally remembered he was the father. She weakly told her daughter the truth and took her to his villa. Standing outside the gates, she couldn't go in, so she let the girl knock alone. Just then the old lady returned, and seeing the woman again, curiously cursed her for daring to come back. But the assistant noticed her vacant eyes and reminded the old lady that she had lost her mind. Hearing this, the old lady decided to spare her and ordered her to be driven away. When she reached the door, she saw the little girl knocking and was struck by how much her features resembled her son as a child. Suspicion rose that the girl might be her son's illegitimate child, but when she asked who her mother was, the girl suddenly realized her mother had vanished. She ran out desperately searching for her, while the old lady secretly kept the girl's blood sample and ordered a paternity test. Meanwhile, the girl searched in the pouring rain and accidentally blocked the man's car. He stepped out recognizing her, thinking she was here to scam him again, but the girl was thrilled to see him. She grabbed his hand in panic, begging him to help find her mother. Yet the man was convinced the two were scheming against him. He sneered and asked what her mother's name was, but when the girl spoke the name, his face